Hi, everybody. Happy Easter. You like my little bunny ears? Did you
Yeah.
know that I could actually do the little nose twitch thingy like a bunny?
Okay, so now we have to see it. You can't just offer that to the audience and then not,
No, I'm gonna do it.
capitalize on it.
I plan on doing it. Well, I make my nose go up and down, right? So look here, guys. Wait a minute. All right. So
That's the coolest thing I've seen all day.
I've been able to do that since I was like probably like 13 or 14. Um, so my childhood best friend, she could do it too. And so she was doing it first, and I was like, oh my God, how do you do that? And then I picked up on it and was able to do the same thing. So it's funny.
It's crazy
Anyway,
how people have like hidden talents like that.
yeah, like I don't, it's funny because I don't think about that being as a hidden talent, it's just something that I guess I just been doing for a minute. But I don't know how to move my ears. And I know some people who can do that. I can't move my ears on cue, so that's a little weird. Um, but anyway, so something that I'm drinking, Trader Joe's sparkling water. Water. Yeah, I needed some water today, some bubbly.
Anything from
Um,
Trader Joe's is fire.
huh?
Anything from Trader Joe's is fire.
You're right. I love some Trader Joe's. I can't wait till they come back out with their dill pickle chips. Oh, they're so good.
Have you had their little mango gummies?
Yeah, I have. They're good.
Those are the bomb. Their yogurt is good. Like the best yogurt I've had is like came from Trader Joe's.
Yeah, their yogurt's good. I like their coffee too. I do whole bean and I grind mine up later. So I do like that.
Of course
And
you
then, excuse me.
do.
What?
I said, of course you do. That's the
Oh,
most Christian thing ever to grind up your own coffee beans.
I mean, I like it fresh smelling. It smells great when you first grind it up in the morning. It's like, it smells good. It smells delightful.
Yeah, I'm like K cup, K cups for me.
I mean, I used to be a K cup person, but not anymore. Well, so what did you do today? Did you do anything special for Easter?
So work been whooping my ass. So
Really?
I didn't do anything today. Yeah. So it's just like a lot of information to take in to like do the job. Like it's still a great job, so I ain't tripping on that.
Right.
But having to be up at like 8:30 in the morning when I ain't working like 6 months,
That's true. Very true.
kind of a shock. So,
Yeah. They'll do that. Like you had to get back into a routine.
yeah. What about you?
Yeah, okay. So I did. It was fun. I went to hang out with Jasmine and her kids and because they every year we do like a Easter egg hunt thing for them. So surprisingly, they wanted to do that this year. I thought it was weird because one's a teenager, the other one's 11, about to be 22. So um actually the her oldest wanted us to do the Easter egg hunt. He was like, "Are we still doing the Easter egg hunt?" And he's the 13-year-old. And I was thinking to myself, wow, he's still a child somewhere. So so
Take advantage.
yeah, like it was fun. Their dad came over and cooked out, and Jasmine cooked in the kitchen, and then we had a water fight. It was hilarious. Like Jasmine and I got totally soaked. The kids and the dad were against us. So yeah,
Of
I
course, I
know,
hope you're gonna do that same thing.
huh?
I said, of course they put y'all on the same team.
Yeah, it was like, well, okay. So it started with Jalea and I because she started squirting the water at me, and I was like, "Ooh!" So I ended up putting ice in her at her, like in her shirt and everything. And then, and then, Jasmine was defending me because she went and got the other water gun, and we were both double teaming Jalea, like squirting her with the gun. And then Jace comes over and he starts getting us too. And then the dad was like, "I want to be on my kids' team." So we were like, we're outnumbered now. So yeah, it was fun. We did stuff in the house and outside. So Just imagine how wet everything was. I had to clean up my mess, but it was fun. Um, Speak again because I think your audio is kind of weird.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, okay, that's better. It was kind of going in and out at first. I didn't know if we were having a connection issue. Want to make sure everything was good. But anyway, so guys, I want to talk about something that we actually most people prefer to have, especially to help them with mental health whenever they're going through an issue. Um, we're gonna talk about pets. So we already know that we have a little co-star, extra co-star behind Antwaun usually, and his name is Barkley. And
Oh,
we've talked
see if I
about
can
him a
get it
few
to come
times. Oh, you're gonna grab him? Ah, look at little Barkley. Barkley. Look at him. He's so
No, it's
cute.
funny because he was bothering me the whole time when we first started the pod, and then now that I want him to come here, he had to like he don't want to.
Ah, that's funny. He usually likes to be seen when we're doing it.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. So talk about how Barkley has really helped you. Like I know you spoke about it a little bit before in some of our other episodes, but talk about how he's actually really made you better when you're going through some tough times.
yeah, like I hate to say it, like I see why people get crazy about their pets because like I would like you know really get upset if anything happened to Barkley. So
Yeah.
um he came into my life really like when I needed like a different type of love because like I had just broke up with a long term girlfriend. We were together like 2 years and I actually wasn't a dog person, oddly enough. Um like I had dogs growing up, but they were outside dogs. And when me and my girlfriend at the time lived together, she had a dog that was inside, and me and her spent so much time together. Like it was harder for me breaking up with the dog than it was breaking up with her. So
I've been there.
so after yeah, so after that, I was like, man, I want to get me a dog, and I had an opportunity to buy Barkley, and I've had him since he was 6 weeks old, and like honestly, like no exaggeration, like he gives me the will to live. Because like there was a point in time where I didn't always have that, and I was like, man, if something happens to me, like who's gonna take care of Barkley? So I have to,
Yeah.
make sure that I keep going and keep mentally strong to, because you can't stay in the bed sad and depressed all day. Because I literally fix fix Barkley's food, like he eats people food because he's so
Yeah.
bougie. So like I'm like air frying chicken patties and cutting it up and doing all types of stuff to get him to eat. Like he is so spoiled. But like I said, it gives me something to do with something that I can always like pour my love and energy to into, and then it not be a situation where like Mark ain't gonna cheat on me unless you got food or like you know what I'm saying? It's like it's unconditional love. And I've
Yeah.
been like really preaching different types of love other than romantic love. And so that's one of the things that this really gave me.
That's so sweet. And like speaking on the unconditional love part, it's some I always say to people that every human, every being actually, so it's not even just humans, every living being desires unconditional love. And a lot of times humans don't understand what unconditional love means. Unconditional love means regardless of what you do, I will continue to love you, right? So that could literally be anything in this world. I'm still going to love you, which usually only parents and kids get that most of the time because some parents are complete assholes and self-centered, so they don't really care about their offspring, which I don't understand, but that's a whole nother story. But some of them don't actually love their children unconditionally. It's all based off of conditions. So when we get a pet and we see them come in, like when we come into the house and they're like happy to see us, that's like the best thing ever, to a lot of us. And because they miss seeing us, even if it was just 5 minutes away. It's like
Yeah.
you're
I
back,
could be gone 15 minutes.
right? And then they just act like they hadn't seen you in centuries. It's the cutest thing. Um, and I absolutely have loved your relationship with Barkley because I've seen it on social media and stuff. Are you playing with him now?
Yeah, because he getting on my damn nerves. Like, so now so he has a foot fetish. And so he likes pawing at people's feet. So like my mom or my sister or somebody, like he's always like constantly like scratching at feet. And it's like annoying the piss out of me right now. So I'm trying to get him to calm down now that I gave him some loving.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. He's tiny. The only thing he can reach are your feet. So,
Right. And I think he thinks that since he has four paws, that my feet are like my paws.
I mean, technically, yeah, yeah, that's hilarious. He's probably like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
Oh my gosh. But like seeing you be such a large dude and with this tiny dog, I just love the contrast. It is so cute, so funny. So like I see all these other guys sometimes walking around with their little dogs, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. He's definitely got a soft spot. Because y'all do.
Proud dog dad.
Yeah, you should be. Now, me, I have a different story. I actually did not have any pets growing up, ever. We grew up pretty poor, on and off, not all the time, but whenever we were stable financially, my mom was not trying to add something else in the house to feed, because it was literally three of us and her. So she was like, no, I'm not adding anything else because your cousin comes over here and your aunt comes over here and they both eat my food too. So technically it was literally like five kids and my mom. So it was not, no. So I didn't actually get a pet of my own ever until this year. Literally this year. First time I ever had my own pet. Like I've taken care of my aunt's pet. I've taken care of my best friend's pets before, like dogs. So I'm not oblivious to how to take care of a pet at all. I just didn't have that responsibility myself, like 100% until recently. Now my pet is not a dog, it's not a cat, it's not a reptile. It's a fish.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, I kill plants on accident. So let's start small with the animal thing and let me get a fish. So I kind of did some research and found out that betas are really good, good pets. Um, and they actually are curious fish. So they do interact with you, which is something I really wanted. And my fish, the way I got him was I went to I went to Petco and PetSmart, but ended up at PetSmart and was looking around. I was like, I'm getting a fish today. Like I'm tired of constantly overthinking it because I will think about it forever. And then I looked over at everything. I got all the supplies first that I needed to get, and then I was like, all right, the last thing I'm gonna get is the fish. So if I got the supplies, I know I'm gonna get the fish. So I went and looked at them. They're all separated because they'll kill each other if they're all in one spot, right? So I saw one and he just kept following me. And usually the fish are always normally sitting at the bottom of the little cup, just chilling. I always think they're dead because they're just sitting there. So I'm like tapping on
Yeah.
him. But this one was not. He was just active. He was following me around as I'm looking at other ones. And I was like, what's wrong with this fish? And I said, you know what? I think he chose me. I should just take him home. So I took him. And as I'm walking out of PetSmart, I start talking to him because I do that. I even talk to myself, right? So I start talking to him, and his name came out so naturally. I call him Maxwell. So got little
Okay.
Maxwell.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Time
right
bougie.
here.
He time bougie.
Right. Hold on, let me see. Ugh. I got a little small little tank. Oh my God. I'm just gonna turn it over because I don't want anything to happen to little Maxwell. Look at
Ooh.
him.
Okay. Yeah, you do like a Maxwell without his flowing fins and stuff.
Right. He's all blue. I immediately actually thought about Maxwell House, the coffee. uh, I'm such a coffee lover. It's funny. But
See,
yeah,
coffee and kombucha.
coffee, kombucha, and well, liquor, I like my different liquors because I'm well versed in it, so it's nice. But
That out there, what's gonna be our first sponsor, Jameson? We still need to work on getting that sponsor.
okay, Jamison, I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. I've been working for y'all for years as a rep, so sponsor us. I'll take it. I know all the things of Jameson, the castmates, because the black barrels are part of the castmates, the orange, the original, the 18-year, all kinds of stuff. Like I got all of that in my house right now. Literally just had a cocktail today that I made myself. So yeah, so I'm here for it, JMO. But yeah, no, Maxwell has been even though it's a small, pet, I realized like it doesn't matter the size or anything. What matters is the dedication and the love that we have to put into it consistently. Like I gotta clean this cage once a week. I gotta make sure every day he's fed at least twice a day. I do talk to him and he does follow me a lot. He does this little dance. I didn't realize that beta fish are so entertaining. So when he sees me, because he actually recognizes me, he does this dance across the tank. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. So yeah, I feel like I'm late to the game than some other people, but you know, my life wasn't necessarily normal either. So like ever. Or what is normal. Uh so it's fine. I enjoy it though. Maybe my next one be a guinea pig.
So you're just gonna keep progressing up.
Oh yeah. But then also my goddaughter has a guinea pig right now and I absolutely love it. Like every time I go over there, I'm like, ooh, where's Callie? And I'm sitting there holding that little guinea pig and just enjoying her because she likes to climb all the way up to my neck and my like hang out right here. Her little claws be killing me, but it's still really sweet. And I like to see them run around and do all those other things. Plus, I can pet them. I can't really pet Maxwell. Like, I put my finger in there and he's like, he scurries out. Um, Actually, he has let me pet him before, but I think I traumatized him by me picking him up with my hand for when I'm trying to clean the tank. So I don't do that anymore. I have the little scooper and whatnot too, but like I yeah, I had the little net, but he don't like it. He doesn't like it at all. So I get like a cup and scoop him out and then put him in the little small bowl while I'm cleaning out the tank. And that seems to go off a little bit better instead of him running throughout the entire tank. Like he'll go to the bottom of the floor and just sit there because he don't want to be taken up. But yeah, like he's I think he's helped me get out of bed sometimes too. Like you said with Barkley. And I see Barkley's shadow back there or his physique. He just jumped off the bed.
Mm-hmm. Like he'll be asleep all day. As soon as we start recording and he hear me talking, he's like, "Oh, I want to be on camera."
Oh, he likes to be in front of the camera. Okay, little camera hog. Maybe one day we'll interview Barkley.
Oh, he'll love that.
Like put him up there and be like, so one paw for yes, two paws for no. Oh my gosh. So there was something else I wanted to mention to you, and I thought was interesting. Oh, well, actually, okay, so completely off topic, but isn't it interesting how Hollywood seems to be going down right now?
Oh yeah, that whole that's a burning building,
Bruh.
and it's funny. Those celebrities are trying to save themselves.
Yes. Yes, they are. Like all categories of the situation. Because of course, we have the Quiet on Set documentary, which by the way, there's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be a fifth episode coming out, I think on April the 7th, like a conclusion
Okay.
type thing. So we'll see how that goes. Um, so we got Quiet on Set. We have, of course, Diddy and his BS. And I've been hearing some things about the Kardashians. I don't really keep up with them. Keeping up with Kardashians. I don't
I don't
keep up.
either.
Yeah. But I've been hearing some stuff about them, like how their businesses are not doing well. They're kind of going down because they're stealing designers, designs and stuff. And then so it's mostly like Kim and Kylie, from what I hear, that's been stealing designers' designs and claiming it for themselves. And I mean, and then like they're, I guess, starting to all of a sudden realize that cosmetic surgeries actually don't do well for your face. Like over time, you start to look older than you actually are. Like Kylie looks older than me. The girl looks older than me. And it's sad. But I mean, and I mean, I know I don't look my age at all anyway. So, and that's fine. And I'm okay with that. Because that's just my genetics. All of us look young. But still, she just totally
Yeah.
butchered her
We
face.
all couldn't be so lucky.
Huh?
Said we all couldn't be so lucky. I look 54 in the face.
You do you don't look 54.
52. Okay.
No,
52.
you don't look like you're in your 50s to me. You are crazy. And I don't put ages on people. Like I can't figure it out a lot of times. I'll say, "Ooh, you're young," or "Ooh, you're mature." But other than
Well,
that,
it's hard to do that to black people.
it is. It's really hard to do that to black people. Like like the other day, we went out to Top Golf and my aunt wanted to get a drink, like she does most places, right? And she usually gets carded. But this time none of us got carded. So me, her, or Jasmine, none of us got carded. And she was like, wait a minute, I didn't get carded. I don't know if I like this. And Jasmine said, oh, it's because we brought kids with us. They could tell the difference.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's true. Because when it's just me and Jasmine or just me and my aunt, we get carded like all the time. So they want to make sure, you 21, past 21. Like, very. I'm like 53. No, for real. Like, if I was 53 and still look like this, bro, no cosmetic surgery done ever, I'll take it.
Well,
This
I
is.
had a BBL, so I can't say that.
Did you know? Speaking of BBLs, I had no idea there was a thing called BBL smell. No
What
idea.
is that?
Let me educate you,
Oh,
folks.
I gotta hear about this.
Yes. And I want you to Google it when we get off of this, okay? So I watched this plastic surgeon, actually two plastic surgeons on YouTube. And they were doing a reaction. So one plastic surgeon's name is Dr. Yoon. Dr. Yoon. So it's Youn. Um, so he's Asian, does not look his age. But anyway, he started doing a reaction to a a couple videos, like TikTok videos, where they were talking about BBL smell, and that's it. What the hell are they talking about? So apparently, the situation is with a lot of BBLs is the women that get them are not used to having a larger ass, so they don't clean properly. Yes, and or it can sweat in different places. They're not used to sweating, like, so they're not. It's still, it's a hygiene
They
situation.
not used to having all them cheeks.
It's a hygiene situation, and I, being a large ass person naturally, I said, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Seriously? They need to pay attention to that," because I mean, if you're not born with it and it just comes up all of a sudden, like you got to know the bigger it is, the more you got
Gift
to
from
pay
God.
attention. Right. You have a bigger circumference to deal with. Yes. Like sometimes you could be, it's like cleaning an extra leg. If you think of it like that, you gotta clean yourself. People are so
Like
crazy.
the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, just like if you had rolls, pull them things up and clean it. Like, I'm not being offensive to anybody. I'm just being honest. Like, you have to do that. Like, I got boobs. Lift them bitches up if they, there's a crease and clean it. You just, I don't understand what's wrong with people in the cleaning process. Like, why don't you clean properly? Sometimes guys don't. And I ain't gonna go into that. That's gonna be a rated X video if I go into that.
I can't get you today. The bunny ears got you acting up.
I know it's supposed to be childlike bunny ears, but I'm being everything but childlike. Oh my gosh. But yes, look up BBL smells, and I'm sure you're gonna find some very interesting TikToks about it because apparently some people have their thoughts on it, but the doctor actually debunked those myths and was saying why they actually have an issue, and it's more hygiene. Yeah. And it apparently can leak too for like 3 weeks or so.
Well, so it's fun. So BBL, it stands for Brazilian, right?
Yeah.
And the first B in BBL.
Yep.
It's ironic because the last place I would ever get a surgery done is Brazil.
I
I
mean,
know it's a style because you're supposed to have a Brazilian woman figures who typically carry the big butts, but I
yeah.
would never get a surgery done in Brazil. You're gonna be ass backwards for real.
Yeah. But you know what's so annoying though? The fact that it's a Brazilian butt lift, but then Africans were they had big butts forever too. So why can't it be an African butt lift? So ABL.
Well, it ain't as marketable when it's us. You know how that
Right.
goes.
Right. It literally has to be someone else. Just like when J-Lo came out with her butt and everybody thought it was so large and everything. Oh my gosh, she's got a big butt.
Oh
But
man, Miley Cyrus invented twerking, and Travis Kelsey invented the fade. What the
right,
hell? They done gentrified everything.
right,
If I see Justin
exactly.
Bieber with a high top, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Man, it's frustrating how that continues to happen to us though. Like I don't understand. I'm all about giving credit where credit's due, regardless of gender, age, or ethnicity. But that's not how our world has been operating for like ever.
Ever.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, ever. Wait, is that Barkley on your lap?
Yeah, like he is bothering the piss out of me.
All I saw was a paw.
Yeah.
That's it. Show his paw.
Look at
Oh,
him,
there
he's
it
right
is.
here. Hey, you want to be on camera? Be on camera, bro.
Barkley, you got questions
Um,
or you want to speak to us? He's
he
like
is being bad today.
he just wants attention, just like anybody else.
He always wants.
Yeah, well, some more than others. Some of those people are annoying when they want more attention. I'm like, go sit down somewhere. Seriously.
That,
Um
that's what I wish he would do. I wish he would go sit down somewhere. Can't talk to him, because I'm on the pod, so I can't talk to him like I normally do. Usually I say, "Hey, go sit your ass down."
Right, right. So that's probably why he does it too. When you're on the pod, he knows you got to be nicer on
Can't
camera.
say nothing.
Yep. He's like, ooh, let me get him now while he's like in front of people because if he says anything he's not supposed to, he's gonna get in trouble. He get cussed out by a
Yeah,
troll. Maybe. We
either
haven't
gonna
got
be
that many
after
views yet. I said we ain't got that
that's
many
it. We
views.
can get all two of y'all watching the pod. We appreciate y'all.
We have more than two. We had like 10 views last time. And then the time before that, we had 30
Hey,
something. Yeah. We had 33 views on the one before that. So, you know, we're not doing this for the views per se, of course, which would be nice, but we are doing this because it is just fun for us. Like it's a nice break that we get every week, once a week. We get to hang out with each other with Barkley, and you guys get to see us talk about things that we've actually done.
And Maxwell.
Oh
Don't forget
yeah.
Maxwell.
You saw how excited I got? Oh yeah, Maxwell. He just sitting at the bottom of the thing now.
Yeah.
Maxwell. He comes to his name. He literally just started swimming over here. So funny. Well, swimming over.
So you want a podcast with a bunch of dudes?
How I am. I mean, I grew up with a bunch of guys. I was surrounded by my two brothers and my cousin. And then out of that, I had a lot of guy friends for a while. I've always like being around guys. It was fun. Guys like don't have much drama. It's more like y'all beef it out and then you get over it, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know where each other stands. Women or females in general like to just prolong the whole fight situation. And I like to get right to the situation. Like I'm like that with everything. So I don't like to play games. I don't like to beat around the bush. I'm like, just what? Like what's your problem? Let's figure this out. Let's call it. I can't stand that. It's
That's how
very
you gotta be.
yeah. I just can't. So and then I realize a lot of people don't understand how to take me when I do that because I'm so blunt and I'm like, yeah, so you want to do something? Like for instance, if I meet a guy or something and I think he's, like I'm attracted to him, not necessarily always physical, but like there's something mentally going on that I really want to like, find more about. And then realize he's feeling me too. So I'm like, all right, cool. So when we go hang out or something, like let's just keep this going, not trying to beat around the bush, not trying to play games. Games do nothing but make you crazy or you just have more problems going on from there. And I just think it's dumb. Like, what's the point in wasting my time and wasting yours? I
Exactly.
yeah, like when you get older, one thing you realize too is that time is something we never get back. So why waste it?
Right.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm a young person in a yeah, I feel like I'm an old person in a young person's body. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Or as Jasmine says, the year is young. No, the year is old, but my spirit is young. She said that's the best way to tell people how old she is. Yep.
That's good. I'm still there, except like I have an old man spirit. It's a 92-year-old man living in this 54-year-old body.
Hey, whatever works for you, man. Whatever works. He got a ball in his mouth.
You see, you got a ball now. Yeah. His favorite toy is tennis balls. So
Okay. Barkley, you a mess. He's a whole ham in this. He just loves to be held. I would hold Maxwell too if I could. I can't, Maxwell. You got to have water. Anyway,
can't cuddle a fish.
no, I can't cuddle with my fish. I do, however, bring him in my room so I'll get up sometimes. It makes me feel a little bit better. Sometimes it's weird. Like having like a live presence in my room besides me, of course, just feels nice. So I have him on my other nightstand.
I'll tell you one thing I want. Just a little off topic, talking about pets. I low key want a bearded dragon. Them things look cool as hell.
They do. They really do. Honestly, so one of my oh my god, one pet I really want to get is a snake. I really want a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't have one living in an apartment because it's completely against the rules. Because we have people who have snake phobias. So if my snake gets out, it could go to another apartment complex or whatever. I mean, not complex, but. somebody else's place.
Another apartment.
Yeah. And which I'm not stupid like that, but I know they have to actually be careful with other people because there are some people who are stupid like that. So it's annoying, but I really want a snake. They're so easy to deal with. I can actually pet it. Um, like I have a snake fetish in a way. Like I got snake rings right here. I've had for a while. I have snake earrings. I have more snake rings. I just love snakes. Like I really love snakes. Which people are like, "What's wrong with you?" But
Like Medusa.
yeah, like it's the bunny ears. I'm telling you.
Arthur, you gotta sit down, bro. Relax.
Right. So anyway, we're gonna put this down to a close. Though it looks like Barkley wants some daddy dog time. And but before we do, guys, make sure that you like, subscribe, share this baby. You know, like people are probably gonna be like, all they do is just talk about stuff. Yeah, that's what mental capacity is. We get all of our shit out so we can feel more stable. I'm just kidding. I mean, somewhat, yeah. Actually, that's the reason why we have therapists too. They talk, you talk, they listen. Um, so we would love to hear more information from you guys on what you would like us to talk about. And if you want a relationship episode, I guess we'll have to do it one day because
I got stories. I
I
got
know
stories.
you got stories. We have to make that a two-parter because you got a lot of stories and I do too. And we just be like, one episode is gonna be about you, one episode is gonna be about me. That's how we're gonna have to do it. So, and we'll just help you guys out and let you guys know that it's not just you. It's not just you. But
Also, too,
anyway,
one
so
point of
yes,
business, real quick.
huh?
One point of business. I've retired spirit fingers and now I do the death clap. 'Cause my homegirl, she's studying to be like fluent in sign language, and so she showed me the death clap,
Oh
and
yeah,
so that's how I'm.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's cool. I might start dabbling in. I want to learn some stuff. Need to pick some things up.
Yeah, seriously. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week. Happy Easter. Love you guys.